Thank you everyone for joining us. This is the 12th annual ISC HPC-AI Advisory Council Student Cluster Competitions. This is for the team and application announcement. I'm Brian Sparks. I'm the Director of Worldwide Operations for the Council. I'm excited to highlight the teams participating in the applications they're running today, well, throughout the competition actually. And we'll have the application experts joining us to go over each application in more detail and provide some guidance. To help kick things off, I have Negus Syslak here from ISC. She's the marketing manager at the ISC group. Negus, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm always happy to be able to be here with the student cluster competition and be able to do some announcement, highlight who's joining us. I mean, we have 17 teams this year from 10 regions, so it's going to be another exciting competition, I think.
Yes, I think so too.
So really excited to hear more about ISC. Why don't you give us a little bit of background on what we expect this year?
Oh, sure. Thank you, Brian. As you had said earlier, I'm very happy to join you, the teams, as well as our student cluster competition supporters today to kick off this year's competition. I would like to say that the student cluster competition is a successful 12-year joint effort between ISC and the council. When we compare the present competition with the past, the team participation, application, benchmark challenges, the judging process, and even the competition format, we have really evolved in the last 12 years. So we don't only have an on-site competition, we also have successfully held an online competition, and I believe this would be our third competition, correct? Online?
That's correct. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah, super. So on behalf of the ISC team, I would like to say thank you to the forces behind the HPC-AI Advisory Council for driving the competition to reach the international recognition it enjoys today, and also for our valuable partnership. Here, I would also like to thank the unsung heroes. They are the judges, juries, the Pittsburgh Supercomputing Center, and the Friedrich Alexander Universität for generously providing the resources to our online teams. And as for the teams, the 7 teams traveling to Hamburg, we hope you will have a great time at ISC and enjoy the competition in person. So next slide, please. So I would like to also take the opportunity to share some program updates that might particularly interest new attendees. I believe a lot of the students participating in this competition this year are new attendees. On May 11th, there are a couple of exciting things happening. For the first time, we are hosting a live seminar on the subject of node level performance. This will be held on our platform, event platform, Swapcard. The presenter is Professor Georg Hager from the Erlangen Supercomputing Center. This is the first seminar of its kind, and I would like to encourage everyone who's new to HPC to attend this program. And on the same day, we are also offering a pre-recorded introductory session on the ISC topics, as well as the general event. And this will be held by our conference program chair, John Schaaf, and the ISC Senior Program Advisor, Eric Schnepp. And detailed information on both programs will be available when registration opens mid this month. We are already in March, wow. I also would like to let you know that most of the on-site technical program sessions will be available on demand until the end of 2023. So if you miss out on anything, no worries. We will have them available till December. You can also log into the platform to make new contacts, as well as touch base or reach out to all our exhibitors. They all have presence on this online platform, which is Swapcard. Yeah, I would like to also draw everybody's attention to a couple of highlights. And the first one is the opening keynote this year by Professor Dan Reed. Professor Dan Reed does not need introduction in this space, I would say. He's a very well-known figure. He is going to be talking about reinventing HPC. This is a very interesting keynote because this also sort of underlines the theme of this year's conference. So I encourage everyone, not only students, but everybody who is logged in right now to try to attend this keynote or catch it on demand later. The second interesting highlight is the Jack Dongara Award. This is a new award, a new ISC award, and this inaugural award is basically in place to honor Professor Jack Dongara's contribution to our space, high performance computing space, as well as related domains. This award will be given out to actually, it's interesting because it's going to be given out to a young researcher, an outstanding young researcher in our space. We have already received some exciting nominations, and we look forward to announcing the winner at ISC. So these are a couple of things I wanted to draw your attention to. And yeah, with this, I wish all the teams good luck. And I hope to see you all in person in May.
Thank you, Negus. We really appreciate ISC support. I think back 12 years ago, or actually it was 13, when both Gilad and I went to Thomas and Martin to come with this idea. And to think that what we've been able to accomplish over these past 12 years with this competition is amazing. I just kind of threw some numbers together before this, and at the end of this competition, we would have had over 1,000 students come through this program.
Yes.
1,000 students worldwide. And to me, that's absolutely amazing. Yeah,
I did the same thing too, interestingly, and I came up to 1,083 students.
Wow. Wow. So, I mean, it's great. It's, we want to get people interested in high performance computing. ISC is one of those wonderful conferences that really is a very family kind of orientated event. Everyone's really close. It's one of my favorite events to go to. And so, I mean, what better conference to get students involved in high performance computing than ISC? So thank you, Negus.
Thank you. Thank you to you too.
All right. To help make the virtual portion of this competition available, we were able to secure some fantastic resources from the Pittsburgh Supercomputing Center and FAU and Erlangen National Supercomputing Center. Joining us today is Sergio Saniovici, Director of User Support at the Pittsburgh Supercomputing Center, and Thomas Zeiser, Head of HPC Systems and Services at FAU. Gentlemen, thank you so much for your support of this competition. The virtual portion's been a very new and interesting component of the ISC Student Cluster Competition over these past couple of years. I'd love to have you say a few words, hear your thoughts on what the students can expect from your side. Sergio, I'll go ahead and start with you first.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Brian, and everybody. It's our great honor to, I guess it's for the second year in a row, to provide CPU, GPU resources to the competition. I think everything is in place, so we'll be soon right off here. So yeah, we look forward to your achieving great things, and may the best team win. Ophir, if there are any questions, you know how to get in touch with us, and we will support you to the best of our abilities. And yeah, good luck. And we are very, very pleased and honored to be able to contribute to this exciting event.
Thank you, Sergio. It's really appreciated. Thomas.
Yeah, thanks. So FAU is joining for the first time the cluster competition as resource provider, but we have a very long tradition with our students teams. And we also have 2 of them in our team, so I hope that everything is running smoothly, even if it's our first time to provide resources. And yeah, good luck to everybody.
Great. Thank you. Thank you both. All right. Joining me now is Ophir Mayar, HPC Work Special Interest Group co-chair. He's the cluster center manager, and he's the guy that brings these student cluster competitions to life. Ophir, thanks for joining. Thanks for getting this all set up for us. Why don't you give us the rundown of the teams?
Okay, so first, how is everyone? I hope everyone is getting is good. You all should have access to the clusters. PSC, thank you. Sergio, Thomas, thank you for the cluster resources. I hope that the teams will utilize time and learn, and it will help them with their career. This year we have 17 teams total. 15 of them are participating online, on the online version, remote connectivity to the external clusters, and 7 teams were selected to participate at on-site. The teams came from all over. We have from the US, European team, Asian team, South Africa, so many teams, and I would like to thank all the teams for joining us. In addition, each team has normally 1, 2, or sometimes more advisors that help them, and we would like to thank the advisors that helping the teams and bringing the teams together to make this happen. Without advisors, it's very hard for the teams to to kick in and join the competition. So thanks to all the advisors. I will not read all the names, but I'd like to thank everyone.
All right, thanks, Ophir. So these are the benchmarking challenges. We're going to be going one by one through these, at least on the application side. You can see on the micro benchmarks, we're doing HPL, HPCC, and HPCG. And then when you arrive on site, we will have a secret application for you to enjoy. Exactly. So let's start with the first one, Quantum Espresso. Filippo, unfortunately, is not able to make it. And so we're going to just pass this off to you, Ophir.
Okay, so unfortunately, Filippo is ill and could not join today. And most likely we will postpone his session of Quantum Espresso to Monday. I will send you an announcement via Slack, so check this out. We'll have a Quantum Espresso as one of the applications. First application. On this application, we have 2 different inputs that should be tested on the 2 supercomputers, on the FAU and the PSC clusters. Again, this is a Quantum Espresso, so a molecular dynamics application. Any question that you have, you can address to us via the Slack, and make sure you have the links to the documentation part via the wiki pages. I'm sure all of you already have those, but just in case, all the tasks are defined over there, and via the website you can find those links. So good luck with this task. We'll move to our next one.
Yeah, up next is Flutas, and joining me is Marco Esposito, the postdoctoral researcher at the Italian National Institute for Nuclear Physics. Marco, thanks for joining us. What can you tell us about Flutas?
So first of all, thank you for inviting me over and having this application among the ones that are used for this very nice event, and congrats to all the students. So Flutas is actually a simulation code for finite difference simulating, used for simulating fluid dynamics. So the motion of fluids, in this case, most specifically multi-phase flows, for example, like droplets, bubbles, and things of this nature. And it's a very high performance code that we've used successfully both on CPUs and GPUs on many clusters, especially in Europe, but also in the US. So the teams will be provided with some input files that they will have to use and basically customize a bit to basically profiling and benchmarking the application in the specific configuration that will be given. And of course, we will be available for your questions and to help you out through the process. And good luck to all of you.
Great. Thank you, Marco. All right, moving to Pot 3D. I have Dr. Ron Kaplan, computational scientist at Predictive Science, here to provide us with more information on Pot 3D. Ron, what can you tell us?
Hey, so Pot 3D is Fortran code. It's open source, and it's used in solar physics by our company and other people. And basically, if you want to know the magnetic field of the solar corona, one of the simplest approximations is as what's called a potential field. So what this code does is it does one basically giant conjugate gradient solve on a spherical domain, and it creates that approximation of the field. It's written with MPI plus OpenACC and using standard parallelism with two concurrent. And so it can run on multiple CPUs, multiple GPUs. Most of the time it's used in a sort of small to medium case, but then it can scale up to extremely large cases. It's also part of the spec HPC benchmark. It's one of the codes that's inside that benchmark as well. And so you're going to be given a sample test that's pretty big, and it will and you'll experiment on both the supercomputers on CPUs and GPUs and try to play with some of the tuning and profiling. And I think that's about it.
All right. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate the overview. All right, Ophir, let's talk judging.
So first, I would like to thank all the judges and committee members that join us more or less monthly to discuss and lead the way to make this competition happen. We have here people that with us many years and joining and supporting, choosing the applications and working along the time. Especially this year, we have Filippo, Dr. Ron Kaplan, and Marco supporting specifically application, and the other company members supporting in general. We are doing the interviews and eventually giving the scoring at the end. So thanks, everyone.
All right. I think this is coming to the end. We do have some social media here. If you want to create some posts and do some tagging, there's some hashtags for you. We are going to be announcing the results live on stage right before the ISC closing ceremony. That's going to happen on Wednesday, May 24th at 5:15 Central European time. And I just want to thank ISC again, Negus, especially Martin and Thomas Moyer, for all the support on these student cluster competitions over these years. Thank you again to the Pittsburgh Supercomputing Center and Erlangen National HPC Center for your help, the donation of supercomputing resources to make the virtual portion of this competition possible. And of course, thank you to the application experts who joined us today, helping dive into the details of this application. And we look forward to seeing you on the judging committee. And of course, thank you to all the students who are participating. We're doing this for you. We hope you continue to find this experience rewarding. We look forward to watching you succeed in this and just have a great, great competition. So good luck to all the teams. We look forward to seeing you virtually and in person at ISC. Thank you, everyone.